You're listening to the Live Fierce podcast, where real people share raw stories of strength built on honor, integrity, community, and commitment. These are the values that forged W.O.L.F gyms, and we are the voices behind that movement. This is the culture, this is the pack, this is the Live Fierce podcast.
So the reason why I love W.O.L.F is because we're building something more than just a gym. We're building a family, we're building a community. We're from all different states and locations, and we support each other. You know, we're at each other's open houses last week, or, you know, we're at your grand openings, and we're there to lift each other up instead of like compete with each other. We want to help each other all grow.
The reason I love W.O.L.F is it started about 7 years ago. I met Tony, and Leo met Tony, my husband, and he said, "What do you want to do with W.O.L.F?" There's a small little gym in Binghamton, New Jersey. And Tony said to my husband, "We're going to build some gyms. That's what I want to do. That's my goal." And Leo said, "Well, what do you need?" He goes, "Well, I just need a little help to get started." And Leo said, "If my wife likes you, then let's do it." And I sat down and I had lunch with Tony and Leo, and it was amazing. Tony is one of the best, nicest people I have ever met. Smart, intelligent. When he puts something on his mind and he knows what he's going to do, he just goes ahead and does it. And we started Absecon, New Jersey. We started with gyms that went out of business in COVID. And we just started buying them. And we built them. There was a gym that was there, but they all went out of business. So we had to fix them up. And it was just a wonderful feeling to see that there was a gym there that went out of business, and then we watched them grow. And they really are all doing wonderful. And that's why the next step was, let's do franchises. And we just met some wonderful, amazing people. And to watch it grow from state to state is just really an amazing thing with wonderful people. We're very blessed and lucky.
I could agree with you on that, because the first time that we met Tony too, everyone that we had met that day was just so friendly. And I was like, these are people that I want to be around. These are people that I want to work with. And it's just been amazing. Like through the whole process, everyone wants to help you. Like no one, like they just guide your journey. Like it's insane.
It's a family.
Yeah, it's family.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think for us, for why W.O.L.F, it was when we met Tony, we met everyone a part of W.O.L.F. There was this community that existed there that we also knew that existed in Michigan. And it's this certain type of gym family. And that was nice to know that everyone else was experiencing it in other parts of the country. And you guys were so close-knit and so supportive that that was perfect for us for emulating that in Michigan. So bringing forth that certain look of the gym that we wanted, where it was that nitty gritty lift style with the new look of how things are in some of those gyms that you find around the country. That didn't exist in Michigan, but the feeling was still there. Like the same family that you have within the gym community existed in other areas of the country. And that was really cool, really, really cool to be able to connect in that way. And that brought us even more closer as gym owners as well. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but
for sure. Like I went and with Eddie. Eddie was my husband. He decided that he wanted to open the gym because he found Tony. Actually, I think he found him on TikTok. And we went to the Northfield location and we met everybody and just fell in love. So we just went, it was like everybody was super nice. We went to her at a powerlifting competition and it was so good. And
TikTok?
I think that's what he found him on TikTok. And he was just scrolling and found him. And he's like, because the other gyms, he wasn't finding what he wanted. And when we went down there, we knew that was it. That was what we wanted. And that started our very long process, but it was great.
We met Tony on the tram. I was leaving Vegas.
I heard about
at the Olympia. That's where we met. Your husband and Tony. Yeah, we were on the tram.
One of you talking to Tony, one of you talking
I was talking to your dad. Bill was talking to Tony, and I didn't know that Tony and Bill were having a wonderful conversation, and Leo and I were having a wonderful conversation. Like separate from each other. And then we all could stop talking until we had to get to where we had to park to go to our gates. And Bill and I laughed, and we were kind of like, we wanted to say more, like, oh, like, have a great day, and or let's have lunch. And then we were like, that was weird. Why did we want that? They were really cool. Like, that was really cool. And it was like, who are these people? And then we kept looking into it and kept talking to them, because we were looking to open a gym at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the meeting was kismet or serendipity. It was just, it was like a perfect timing. It was really cool.
Wow, that was great.
Mm-hmm. For me, I chose W.O.L.F because of the sense of community. I met Danny a while back, and I saw what he was building, and I'm a big advocate for mental health. And I've always wanted to be a gym owner. It was a lifelong dream of mine. I didn't think it was going to be possible. My career, everything got in the way. Once I was injured, the gym saved my life. And what I saw Danny building with his gym was the community that I wanted to be. And it wasn't just a community, it turned into a family. So whatever gym I have gone to, I've sensed either, I wanted to feel like I belonged. And with his gym, I felt that. And I felt that this is the type of atmosphere I want to be around. It was uplifting. I love weightlifting. I love being in the gym. And for me, that was the most important. And then I explored several other W.O.L.F gyms, and I saw every single W.O.L.F gym had that family, community, belonging atmosphere. And I said, I really want to be part of this. Like, there's no other gym that I really want to be involved with. And that's how it started for me.
So I love everything about W.O.L.F. So as one of the owners, I love my partners. I love our franchisees. I love our community. One of our 4 pillars is community and commitment. We made the commitment that as ownership, we will go to every grand opening. And we've done that. We went to Stephanie's a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. We went to yours, Carm. Carm is our second woman franchisee. Mm-hmm. Steph is one of them, so we're very excited. We're also committed to support. So as a general counsel for the company, I know you guys, I think, always feel comfortable calling me.
Of course.
If you have questions.
We love Luba.
The love goes right back.
What did Danny say, Luba? We love you.
One knows how to translate my name. Which means love in Russian.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, but we are here to support the community every other Tuesday when we have our meetings. What do we start with? We're a family.
Yeah.
And really growing the franchise system, growing that as a family. That's a commitment, and we will stay by our commitment.
Doing a great job.
Yeah.
I've ran gyms. I've owned a couple of gyms for a while, so some of the things don't come to a surprise to me. But I think that a lot of people are surprised to find of the mundane activities that you do at home, you still have to do at your own business. So, like, who's taking out the trash?
Who's cleaning the toilet?
Right.
I just scraped gum off the floor.
Oh, that's fantastic. Love that for you.
Or who's going to flush the poop that someone left in the toilet?
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
That was a nice present.
We've got a lot of those presents.
Oh, gosh. I know, it makes you wonder sometimes.
I'm scared to see what their houses look like.
That's interesting. I've never actually thought of that.
Yeah, like
I thought it just happened in the gym.
if they do it there, I'm like, well, what do you do at home, guys?
That's a good point.
They probably do it at our gym because they can't do it at home. So they come and do it to us because we'll never know who it is.
Right. Because it's always the locker room.
It's always
They respect the gym floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you have to think about how many people a day go through those gyms, you know?
Stephanie's wheels are turning.
I know. Sorry.
I didn't think about this.
She's like mind blown.
But I'll tell you what someone asked me. They said, you have your franchisees call each other. I know you all communicate.
Mm-hmm.
I had a text. You all knew your phone numbers. You all communicate.
Yeah.
You can ask questions, right?
Yeah, well, that's the nice part. Like, we were talking about clothing orders yesterday because, she's new at it. I've done it for, like, a year now. So, like, we are able to, like, learn from each other. We all experience different things every day. So it's nice we have that support from each other.
And for me, starting out, I am just absorbing everything that you all say. I just listen and make mental notes of what to do and what not to do, especially when it comes to the bathroom issues, because don't do that at my gym because I'll seek you out.
Yeah, we're in the process of creating sauna rules. No spitting in the sauna. No leaving trash in the sauna. We have a few more we have to come up with. Oh, yeah.
Things you wouldn't think
You
have to
didn't
write
think
signs
you had
for.
to say.
Yeah.
You do.
Someone actually put something in our sauna heater that they weren't supposed to, and it smelled like an electrical fire.
Oh my God, that's
wow.
scary.
So we had to have our electrician come out and clean it. I guess someone dropped something in there they weren't supposed to.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really dealt with people this much, like, in person.
And I do have to say, everybody that I've contacted, whether it's Mike from Mulga Hills or any of you, any questions I've had, you've all been very willing to answer and be so helpful through this whole process, because for me, it's the beginning stages. So I'm just going through, the very beginning. So I have no idea what's ahead of me unless I hear it from all of you. So
That's true. That's been nice. We've reached out a few times to other gym owners, and everyone's been very helpful with any experiences or answers they might have with what we're experiencing. So I really appreciated that.
I think the cool thing about all of us too is we've all had a different experience starting with all of our locations. I feel like no one has had the same journey at all.
Yeah,
Different
that's
areas.
true.
Different
Different
areas
areas.
go through different things.
We our space went from one owner in the morning to that same afternoon being ours. So within a day, it was ownership switch, and members would come in and we had to re-sign everyone up.
You did?
Stressful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Yeah, so we kind of had to, there was no equipment in our gym. So that same weekend, we literally had to shut the gym down for 3 days. Took all the old equipment out, brought all new in. And people were walking like, what is going on?
We did
that was from us.
24 hours.
They
We
brought
got your-
our
we got your
equipment. So within
package.
48 hours, they had to get the equipment from our gym to their
Oh
gym
my
and the new
gosh.
equipment in our
Oh,
gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a crazy weekend.
Yeah,
That's a crazy.
And
My
I think
hands on
your
deck.
gym is such a great example of a success where you did take over and how doing the right
We
thing
took
and
over.
follow the system.
Yeah.
It's just miraculous.
Yeah, we took over a failing gym from a previous Wolf owner, and I guess one of the hardest things for us was having to rebrand the name
Right.
Wolf in our location. Like, so members with the previous owners, they were coming in and they just looked at us like, oh God, like new owners now, like what do you got? Like what's gonna happen?
How's it going to change?
How's it gonna change? So it took months for that, and like now members hated us the first day. Like you could just see the looks on their faces like when they walked in, because the previous owner just did some terrible things, and like they had no hot water, they had no like air conditioning, like no paper towels, no soap, like just crazy like necessities that they didn't have, you would think. And the gym was just a disaster. It was a mess. Like we walked in there, we were like, holy shit, like how did this even function? It didn't function.
You would think that they'd be grateful that if they
Yeah.
were missing all those items, that
Well, they
it's
are
time.
now.
It's,
Plus,
They
it's
are
the same
now.
name, so they were probably fearful it wasn't
Right.
going to change.
oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
that's true.
You know.
But they watched us, and like it was just so full of empty promises, and like we've done everything we said we were going to do, like when we were able to get it done. And now they all love us. They come in, they tell us their like story, like they show us like when they're getting married, like grandchildren, like it's great.
and they've come here to the Arnold to support
Yeah,
you.
we have some of our members here at the Arnold too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. I've seen your members, I've seen some of your
Yeah.
members, I've seen some of our members, like,
Yeah.
and they all come and stop by.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
Stephanie,
okay.
you have the most heartfelt story about how you had to start a gym and deal with your husband's illness. You want to share that?
Oh, yeah, our start. We were, okay, how do I say this? We were getting ready to open a gym, and he got sick. It was just like a virus. And then he got very sick. And then it was just like 3 days later, he went septic. And we were in the hospital, and they're like, yep, you have sepsis. We're like, oh, okay. That's weird. We thought it was just, the flu. And then he got it got so bad that we were in the hospital for a month with upper GI bleeds and more sepsis. And he literally had a 2% chance of surviving. And so we literally can't believe he survived. And Tony was supportive throughout the entire process. I thought for sure, because it was like the beginning of our relationship, that he was just going to be like, oh, on to the next. But he didn't. He stayed by our side. And that was truly amazing. Like that's huge. And then we had to change directions with the gym opening, and we ended up salvaging a gym that shut down during COVID. And we got open in he got out of the hospital, and then I had Tokyo Masters Olympia in Tokyo in like 6 weeks. So I told him, all right, buddy, you gotta learn how to walk again. You have 6 weeks. And then and he did. And then while we were in Tokyo, we were making deals to get the gym up and running. Like we were talking to the painter and the contractor, and it was like we were waiting till like 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. to talk to people in Michigan, because it was like a 13-hour layover, I think, or time change. And then so I'm on stage and he's building the gym, and then we get back from Tokyo, and like 7 weeks later it was open.
That's crazy.
It was insane. It was mad rush.
That's crazy.
And you had an amazing grand opening. So we all flew in, and I was really so proud of you guys. I know what you went through. And we all cried.
Yeah.
And your speech was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I didn't plan that. But yeah, it's also, but like no one in the gym really knows that we went through that. Mm-hmm. So we tried really hard to like get to know our members just as gym owners, just as is, like how you typically would. And then we didn't want to get their love and appreciation from our boohoo story,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then we kind of been slowly getting that out about what happened. And I think it's actually kind of inspirational for people who typically go to the gym, to know what we went through, and then know that we came out on top, and that they can also go through trials and tribulations. And that's what I think I loved so much about owning the gym, is that it helps.
And then have the support from
Right.
Tony and everyone else to be there through the whole process.
Right.
I think that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That
So-
shows the difference between somebody that really cares about what they're doing compared to just a typical business person that just cares about financial gain.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. And I think that's the biggest difference, is that we've been trying to battle people in our community because they think that like, well, why are you this price and this price? And well, we're like, well, then you're not our people. But it's more like, they try to get them to understand that we're not this big corporate conglomerate that are only caring about numbers. And I think that most of people around the US now understand that designed, or I should say other gyms are designed to just pump out, numbers.
For
Top quality over quantity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what started like Eddie, because he actually got banned from that gym during COVID.
Did he set off the lunk alarm?
He literally, so during COVID, the mask thing, he was lifting and he pulled it below his nose, and he got banned from every single one ever.
No one cares to open a gym.
Because they went at it. Yeah.
Because the mask?
Yeah.
Because
of the
corporate policy
mask.
became so more important.
And so much more important than their members. So that's where it led us to me and Tony. And actually, on one of our franchise meetings, we were literally just talking about this yesterday, Eddie and I, with Bill. Bill was in the hospital in one of our franchise meetings, in the hospital bed,
he was.
and sitting there, and we're like, what is going on? He was so, we were so impressed by that. Like that was, we're
That's
like,
dedication.
why? It was super dedicated.
Stephanie's here today. She just competed last night, and
Yeah.
yeah, bright and early this
Killed
morning.
it.
So
7:40 in the morning. We're all here.
Because we love it.
we do.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
love it.
great.
Crystal, I love your location. It's
It's
so
beautiful.
beautiful and
Thanks,
so.
guys. I put my heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into that. And it took so long. Like, you name a problem, guys, I'm sure we've been through it.
But that's what gets you through it.
It
That's
is.
what gets you
What
through
were
it,
some
all
of
the
the things
problems.
that happened? I know that like you guys kept pushing the open date, but like
Yeah.
what are the things that you have
So
to deal with?
we started and we were at a different location, and we ended up finding this location. Eddie scouted it out for a while and he loved the location. We dealt with a lot with the landlord, back and forth with getting the the negotiating all the leases and things like that. We went back and forth a lot for that. And then it was the SBA. The SBA, I think, I know you guys had SBA issues.
8 months.
Yeah, ours took
Yeah.
a long, long
But
time.
they have to report we're on the list. So the SBA has this list, and Nikki, you will learn that in the process. If you're a franchisee, you're obligated to be on the list. And it used to be many years ago, you just send them your FDD and that's fine. So now they changed the law again. So you have to submit, and you don't have a phone number. You don't know. It's like a never ever land. So finally I have to report. We're on the list. We have a number. You look at their list, you Google and it says Wolf. So it should be much easier.
I did
so
see that.
Nikki, I would want you to attest to that.
It's very true, because 6 months ago, I don't think it was there, and now it is.
Yeah,
So
we're on the
hopefully
list.
that'll
So-
make things better. we'll,
Yeah.
we'll see.
and that's the only way. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to be on the list. So we were approved by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
So love it.
And
Yeah.
that's going to make a huge difference.
That's going to make a huge difference.
For me, I negotiated a lease for 9 months. We thought we had a location. We, started advertising, and then it fell through. We were supposed to open one in Marlton, New Jersey. We had equipment ordered. And then Tony wanted to focus on the larger picture. So he gave us the opportunity to buy out his ownership and put the equipment in Northfield and take over Northfield so he can focus on building,
Yeah.
which we're grateful for.
Yeah.
And Tony's really good with assisting you guys with the terms of the lease.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know what the terms should be regardless of where it is in the country. And he gets on the phone and he assists. And I would want to know how effective did you find out?
I've learned a lot too.
Yeah.
So if you have questions.
You have to start the lease when you're opening. Or
Right.
that's the day that you would start your lease, as opposed to
No. You want to start the day of the certificate of
CO.
occupancy. That's when you
CO.
want your rent to kick in, if you could negotiate that. Because like you were paying for rent for months before your gym was open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we were trying to avoid.
Gotcha. Yeah, we went back and forth and renegotiated our lease a few times because of our pushbacks, because we just had so many issues with everything, honestly.
beautiful.
Hermits are.
Thanks.
Can't tell.
But yeah, we went through all of that, and we had the SBA issues, and we went back and renegotiated our lease to do that. It makes it very difficult when you're paying for something like rent and you don't have anything coming in.
Okay.
It's very difficult, and it'll set you behind. But we were lucky. We did renegotiate things like that.
That's nice they were willing to too.
It was really nice. It just sucked all everything was a setback, but we got there. There was a few times I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get there, but Tony believed in us the entire time. Eddie would, I'm a realist. He likes to call me a pessimist, but I'm a realist. I'm like, let's be real here.
So is he a dreamer, and then you're the
Oh yeah, for sure,
That's my husband
100%.
too. He's the dreamer.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, well, let me look at the books. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can buy that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a husband thing.
I think that's how I am. Danny wants to buy everything. I'm like, no, we can't do that right now. We have to wait. We have to wait.
Oh my goodness. Eddie's like, now that we're open, any member he's talking to, the member's like, can I have this? Can you get this? And Eddie's like, yeah, sure. Let's.
I'm like, Mom, don't say that.
They mentioned a piece of equipment.
My mom's like,
May
we'll
not
look into it.
have.
I'm like,
Okay,
don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
You just want to
love-
make everybody happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love how
You wanna do.
diverse our franchise community is. Like we have husband and wife teams.
Yeah.
We have Nikki for whom it's a second career. And Nikki was, and thank you for serving in the police department. And then we have military, we have Danny and Carm, and this is amazing. And then for Mindy, who was a mom, who's now, this is your other child that you have
It is
to
a child.
raise. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, we definitely have a mix.
Yeah.
A mix of backgrounds, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be in the fitness industry. I don't
Really?
think anyone
Never.
who knew me
Oh,
would
no.
think I would
What
be
did you
in
do
the fitness.
before?
Oh, well, I worked for a financial planning firm as well. I still do both right now. But
And franchise.
yeah, and I don't think anyone who knows me would be like, wow, they would never expect it.
Never.
And
Here I am.
this was a lifelong dream of mine since I was a teenager. I mean, I grew up, I'm a 70s baby. Yes, I'm old. And Arnold was, my idol, and it was something I was in to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to own a gym. Then I became a police officer. Then I was injured. And then the injury set me back quite a bit to the point where I thought my life was about to be over. So I never thought this dream would ever become a reality. And thank God for my sons who, got me back to where I am now from using a walker for years, being bedridden. My younger son taking me to the gym saying, come on, Mom, he's 15 years old. You need to start moving. Your body can do this. And he got me back into the gym. I was always active. I was always physically fit. Then I became addicted to it. I'd bring the walker to the gym and he'd help me walk a few steps, do a couple exercises. We'd go back home. And that was the progression of me getting back into the gym. And to this point now, to where I am and functioning, being a women's physique competitor, at age 50, my whole life just completely changed. And then once I came in contact with W.O.L.F, I said, this is the community I want to be part of, because this is what I feel like I might be able to help somebody that may be struggling, whether with their weight, with an injury, or, any type of issue that they might have. And it's such a wonderful community that I think that's what I want to bring to my gym, is to make everyone feel welcome, no matter who you are, and make you feel like you belong. And just to want to come to the gym. Maybe you can only do one exercise. Maybe you just want to come and, say hi to everybody. But I want it to be where they feel like they're family.
I think that's what sets us apart from everybody else.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
gyms are they're a dime a dozen. They're all over.
Mhm.
But what makes ours different is that people really care and they want to be a part of it. Wherever we meet people, they just really love to be a part of W.O.L.F. And it's a wonderful feeling. And it is hard work to get there. I mean, I think when we were first opening, I painted and
Still paint.
scribed things in 12 hours. And it's just, you want to do it so bad. And then when you see the end result, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
It's so worth it.
It's so worth it.
So
Yeah.
And some of my best friends have been made from the gym, and my closest friends. So I hope to bring that in the future. And I'm sure every one of you, and I've seen that
You will.
with Carm, the members from her gym, I've met them all, and I've seen them this weekend at the Arnold, and they've come up to me and they're just so supportive, and they're family.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I love so much about this franchise is it's able to emulate that crux of life that people need other people, and that the gym is so therapeutic in many different ways.
It's a place to feel safe.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You feel safe when you go in
Yeah.
there.
And it's, I think that for our generation, we were promoted to be in the gym and to have to be powerful, to be strong women, and so it's interesting to me how women are still intimidated to be in the gym.
I just had this conversation with
Yeah.
my trainer at our gym the other day.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about that, how women walk in and they see men and they're scared to go in, especially I'm sure men too, but I only know how women feel. And we're trying to, take away that stigma.
I always tell the girls when they walk in, they say they're intimidated. I'm like, you go out there, take up space.
No, for sure.
If this is
No one's
judgment,
looking,
no one's
right.
watching you.
Right.
Judgment-free zone. I'm like, you know what? I'm
A
gonna
real
bring you out there.
judgment-free zone.
Yeah,
Right.
come on out there. I'm gonna
real
bring you out there.
judgment-free.
Give you
Yeah.
5-pound dumbbells. You go sit on that bench. Do your shoulder presses. No one's gonna say anything.
Well, something I love that you guys did around Valentine's Day was in your locker room. You did all the supportive
They
phrases. Like
have-
I
you have
said,
that
I want
in
to do
your-
that next year.
Yeah.
You
So-
have a board for every month.
So
right?
we do this. This board is in there all year round.
Yeah.
So it's just a cork board, and we have index cards with markers, and girls can just put whatever on the wall. Like they
How do you
have.
feel?
Yeah,
It's a
they
positive.
have-
It's like a
Encouraging
positive,
things.
uplifting
It's like a-
type
yeah,
of.
So they'll put
That's
Bible
cool.
phrases. They'll just put
Motivational.
motivational quotes like, "Hey, I got engaged on this date,"
Oh my
and like that
gosh.
kind of thing.
It's amazing. I
Yeah.
went in there and I saw that, and I'm talking hundreds of
Yeah.
index cards with motivational quotes, or just you don't know who it is, but they're putting updates of their life. And I was standing there for probably 20 minutes reading every
Mhm.
single one, and I had this huge smile on my face, and
Mhm.
I was walking out. I'm like, that just really made my day.
That's really
So
cool. When
that
we
is
first
very-
opened, I was finding just random ones in the lockers. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, who's doing this? And I was finding them like once a week. So we have a smaller mirror in the back, and I was just starting to put them around the mirror so the girls can see it. And it just started to be too many. I'm like, what can we do with these? Like, I don't know where the index cards are coming from. I don't know who's doing this. So I was like, okay,
Somebody just started it?
someone just started it.
Wow.
Still not who.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's a great idea.
No one's doing it.
Nice.
But yeah, so we just put a cork board, and now everyone does it. It's great. It's
No,
great.
I really
I
love that
love
you guys
that.
do
Good
that.
idea.
I love that. The members probably
Oh,
love
yeah,
that
let's
too.
do that.
Like,
Yes.
I bet that would be really good for the men also, because I think men have a different expectation of being strong, never showing emotion. And Danny is a very big advocate of the mental health community, and I think men need that just as much as
oh,
as women.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Well, we
agree.
cried with Danny together, and I love that.
Yeah. Yes.
I love that, and every time I see him, he's so sweet. And this is someone who protected our country. That's our military, and
Yep.
he cries, I cry. I love that.
I know. Dan, I'm gonna get emotional, but he's been through a lot. And the shit he gets online,
No, they
they
don't.
don't know him.
Yeah.
And like, you meet him in person, and they're like, wow, I didn't expect you to be like who you are. He does not the looks don't match the
We talked about
personality.
that in the Uber the other day.
The looks don't match the personality. He is the most sweetest, most caring, most genuine, giving person I have ever met.
I'm
Very
going to defend his
I
looks.
agree.
Yes.
I'm going to defend nothing.
Anything you ever
He's
need.
amazing.
He has done so many things for people that he is so quiet about. Like, we have members of our gym. One of the girls is going to compete, and her boyfriend wasn't able to get to her. So Dana was like, I'll buy you your plane ticket. He bought it for her.
That's crazy.
Like, it's the little things that he
Yeah.
does that no one sees. And like, people just think he's the most terrible person. I'm
No,
like,
they just
you guys
see
have
they
no
see the
idea.
looks, and they just
Yeah.
they're insecure with their own life,
Right.
and I think they feel like they need to harm somebody else. And he's the most genuine person. I mean, I became like a mom to him in many ways.
Yeah, he's
so
like my second mom.
we've become very close, and I listen to him. I understand, the things that he goes through. He's young like my son, so for me, it's the bond that we created. I think is very unique and special. So when anybody talks about him negatively,
I get mad.
Mama Wolf is coming out because he's, like you said, he does things for people that nobody knows about, and he'll never talk about, because people don't need to know every kind. If you have to express every kind thing that you need to do,
Yeah.
you're not doing it out of kindness. You're
Right.
doing it for the likes, or for things like that. But that's not who he is.
No.
But for you, Nikki, it's really going by our pillars, commitment, right? Danny's your partner
Yes.
in your
Yep.
Mhm.
I have
new
Dan-
franchise location.
Yes.
So
And it's-
that's a real commitment.
Yes. Yep. Danny and Jerry are my business partners, so it's gonna be very amazing. I'm excited to see what's coming.
Excited
I'm
for you.
excited for you.
Yeah, we're all
Thank
excited
you.
for you.
For sure.
I'll be calling all of you many times. You'll be all sick of me.
For sure. You got it.
So I don't know. I have to talk today about that. So this is my favorite thing in the whole world. This is the wolf pin, and I love our wolf hat, but I wear it on every jacket that I have. And every time I see we do a deal or we talk to a woman partner, and I give them that pin. And talking about the women empowering, I said one time that they want to have a clothing line for us that would have jackets, and Tony went and got us this. And this is amazing,
I
right?
love
It's a
that.
little brooch.
I
So
love that. I
and
put one on my purse.
yeah, you see. So whomever doesn't have it, I'll share. And then I'll take another box for myself.
It's so amazing how you just feel so proud that you want to put it on.
Yeah.
It's just the
Absolutely.
feeling
Every
you get. You
jacket
want
that
to
they
wear
have.
something with a wolf on it.
Yes.
Luba's going to get a tattoo of it soon.
You're not going to join the match.
I got one.
I got one.
At their open house. It was wild.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Grand opening. So I think I was told 18 people got wolf tattoos.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
ran out of them. She ran out of them.
So she's not going to do it at all.
Yeah, I confirmed to make sure that she's
Yeah.
coming to your open house. So yeah, we're gonna have more. But she did so many, she ran out of them.
I wear a wolf hat, a wolf t-shirt, every piece of wolf clothing. So who cares about the other brand stuff?
Yeah, she's a big time lawyer, and she comes with this wolf hat. So cute.
International law.
I love it.
Always her hat, and you always have your boots on.
Yes.
And they're always a different pair of boots.
Yeah, they match the hat.
I love it.
I would say be persistent, stand your ground. Don't be intimidated. Be persistent, stand your ground.
Oh, for sure.
I think as a female, that's the easiest thing that could happen to you, is that you would get quiet and stand back and then let people make decisions. Don't.
I would say fuck it. Just do it. Who freaking cares what everyone else thinks? Their opinion does not matter. That does not matter. I think as women, we are just as powerful, we are just as strong, and we have just the same capabilities as everyone else. Right?
We're the ones
we have a
running it,
voice.
right?
We have a voice too. So and that's what I always say. I'm like, just do it. Just freaking do it.
And I think it's okay to be scared. Anything that you do that's worth it, you are going to be scared. If you're not scared, then it's probably not for you. Owning a gym is not an easy step. Do your due diligence. Look into every aspect of it. Make sure that it's something you really want and that you want to be dedicated to. It's especially for a wolf gym, because we are community oriented. We are committed to our members, and I think it's very important that that's what you want. And if that's what you want, and it's something that you are, physically, mentally, financially able to do, go for it. There's nothing that says that you can't do it. And hush all the negativity. People are going to try to say don't do something because they don't want to see you succeed. It's not that they're looking out for your best interest. There are people that are looking out for your best interest, but there are many that don't want to see you succeed. And those are the ones that you don't want in your mindset.
No, I always say fake it till you make it. Like every day, I feel like every week there's something that you have to overcome, but you can do it. And we have each other's support to call each other and learn from each other. And
There's also the aspect of, even if you're scared, everything is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. And then once you get to the other side, you're like, wow, I had to go through that. But now I feel comfortable
It makes
doing
you
those
stronger.
things. It makes you stronger.
Makes
Yeah.
you stronger. There's always fear in everything.
Yeah.
No matter
Exactly.
what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But when you feel that you want to own a gym, you just push forward, because there's so many people here to help you and to tell you what went wrong with their problems when they first started. And everyone's going to have different problems, but you work together.
and you can't please everybody.
Yeah,
No,
you
you
definitely
cannot.
you can try, but you can't please everybody.
And you have to, that's a hard lesson to learn, I think.
And in every job, you're going to be scared. When I started the police academy, I was scared shitless. I had no idea what I was getting into. I went through the academy. It was great. I was scared shitless again once I went through my training. I was scared shitless once I was on my own. I mean, through the whole process, I was scared. But it wasn't scared of doing my job. I was scared of the unknown. And that's with every job. And once you become comfortable with something, that fear, or however you want to call it, becomes part of you, and the fear is gone.
You overcome.
Yep.
I think finding the right mentor is important. A person that would have the same values as you are and who already built the business, and someone you can look up to. And you'll find that a lot of people want to be helpful and want to mentor. So at W.O.L.F, everyone has, in the ownership, we have all different acumen, different expertise, but everyone is happy to help.
Look, if I can do it, I feel like anyone can do it.
You can do it.
But
You
never
can
thought I'd
pray.
get a gym.
I definitely have Yep. I have three
Great.
kids.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids, and this is not the one that I thought would be.
I surprise people sometimes.
And she's amazing. She is truly amazing at what she does.
You found your calling.
Yeah. Took a while. but I
And
made
loves it. That's
Yeah.
the difference too. She really does love it now.
It's sometimes the one thing you would least expect.
Mhm.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta take the risk.
Take
Yeah.
that risk for something that you don't know that you want to do, and then you just think, maybe I could do it.
Yeah, I
You can,
believed in
for
it.
sure.
I believed in W.O.L.F. I saw what they were creating and I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.